Hello, this is Jacqueline. Today is November 25th, 2010, and we had a second group talk today, and the topic of our second group talk was travel. So this is a very fun topic for a lot of people. A lot of people love to travel, although in our group talk, not everybody loves traveling because often we travel for business and not for pleasure. So there are some good points about travel and some not so good points. So we learned some new vocabulary words today talking about travel, and the first one that came up was a road trip. So when we take a trip in our car, driving, it's a road trip. So this is a very common term, and it's a noun. So we say, let's take a road trip to Enoshima. So let's drive for a little vacation to Enoshima. In another example sentence, we can say, my family likes to take road trips out of the city on the weekends. It's a very common word. Also, speaking about traveling, we learned the new word reunion, and so sometimes on our vacation, on our holidays, for example, Golden Week, we often go home to our hometowns, to our family for family reunions. So it's when people come together, and you haven't seen these people in a little bit of time. So we can have a family reunion or a high school reunion, for example. The word reunion comes from both union, so together, people coming together, and and so re means usually again, so reunion, people coming together again. In an example sentence, I will have my 10-year high school reunion next month. Or again, every July we attend our family reunion in Nagano. So it's very common, high school reunion and family reunion. We also learned an expression today when we were talking about traveling to Switzerland. We came up with the expression one with the elements. So to be or to feel one with the elements, meaning instead of being separate like a person and nature, we become one together. So it's a feeling of being connected to nature. And so in an example sentence, we can use this expression like, when I visited Peter Zumthor's thermal baths in Switzerland, I felt one with the elements. So you felt connected to nature. In another example sentence, when I go hiking, I am one with the elements. So I am connected to nature. You can feel or be one with the elements. And then the fourth thing we learned was an adjective, and it's low-key. So if a place is described as low-key, it means it's relaxing, but also maybe not very exciting. Sometimes that's a good thing, that something is not very exciting because you just want quiet. So not very exciting, not very much action, and maybe not very many people. So this is low-key as an adjective. In an example sentence, we went to a small island in Thailand. It was very low-key, so not very much action. So here, low-key is quite positive. So to me, low-key in this example means relaxing, not very much excitement, which is good. In another example, you can describe another place like a restaurant as low-key. So not very fancy, maybe not very exciting, but still relaxing. So it's very low-key. And some things some students had difficulty with were, the first mistake was she was talking about her new job, and she hadn't started her new job yet, so she said, "It have not started yet." And with the verb to have, it's for it's has, so it has not started yet. Compared to I have not started my new job yet. So, in an example, I got a new job, but it has not started yet. So, I have, you have, he or it has. So, and then another difficult sentence someone had difficulty with was missing this small word my. So the incorrect way it was said was I went with son, or I went with daughter. So we need to say I went with my son or my daughter or your son or your daughter. So in an example, on the holiday, I went with my son, 2 daughters, and wife to Kamakura. So in a list where it's son, daughters, and wife, you don't need to say my before each one, but at least the first one. So I went with my son, 2 daughters, and wife to Kamakura. And in another more basic sentence, I went fishing with my son. And then the last difficulty was when we say something is near something else, we don't use this preposition word to. So the mistake was near to Germany, but the correct way of saying it is just near Germany. So Switzerland is near Germany, not near to Germany. So that was everything that we talked about in today's group talk about travel. So it was very nice. And it was very fun talking about our travel experiences. All right, that's all. Thank you. Bye-bye.